Hey guys, it's Markai here and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload next, which is every Monday and Friday. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 10 tips on how to stop being lazy. So this is something new that I'm trying out on my channel, which is just some tips to help you get around in life, which is one of the main things that I want to do on this channel. And I've already done a video on tips on how to start running, so if you want to know how to start running, then make sure to check that video out. But today I am going to be sharing with you guys some tips on how to stop being lazy and stop procrastinating and get whatever you want to get done and not just, lounge about sitting on the couch watching telly stuff. So these some tips that will help you get up and do the things you got to do. So here we go. Here are my top 10 tips on how to stop being lazy. Tip number 1 is aim to complete a little bit of whatever you need to get done as soon as you wake up, because once you wake up, and then you just get right into it, you don't have much time to think about, well, why shouldn't I do this? Like, if you just do a little bit as soon as you get up, your brain doesn't really have that much time to think about it because you're already doing it. So if you just get a little bit done after you wake up, you'll have less to do when you need to do that thing later in the day. So even if you get like 5 to 10 minutes done, then that's totally fine, because there's a lot you can do in 5 to 10 minutes. But as long as you have a little bit done as soon as you've woken up, you'll feel good, and it'll give you a good head start for the rest of the day. You'll be in the right headspace and you get a little bit of a head start because you've already completed it. Tip number 2 is celebrate the achievements you've already made. So, if you complete, like, say, a really tough bit of whatever you need to do, and, you just like, okay, I've just completed it. Like, knowing that you can complete that thing, that's going to help motivate you to, keep going. Like, you've already completed this part, like, why stop now? So, yeah, always just go, okay, yes, I've completed that part. You've completed one certain bit, like, you didn't even know you could get done. So, it's all about taking small steps, and, yeah, and then eventually, small steps are better than trying to do it all in one big step and not doing it. So, yeah, take small steps and just celebrate the achievements you've made, because you've already made good progress, and knowing what you've done, like, that'll help you. That'll help you to complete the rest of the task. There's so much you can achieve. Tip number 3 is to think about the future. So if you're just going to lounge about, and then just take the time to think about, like, what will happen if I don't complete this? So, and then if you think about what could happen if you don't complete it, that can motivate you to just get up and do it, because, like, if you don't complete something, then that could have a negative effect later on. Think about the consequences, and is it worth not completing? And that will push you to just get up and do it. Like, that'll push you, and that'll also provide some motivation, because the majority of these tips, it's all about motivation. And if you think about, like, what's in it for you, then, like, you may become successful in the future all because you completed that, or you may not. So think about the long-term effect and the benefits of it, and, what would happen if you don't do it. Like, just think about the long-term effect. And because, like, it may seem small now, but later on, it may honestly affect your chances of getting a job or whatever. That's just an example, but, like, anything could affect anything. So think about those long-term effects right there. Tip number 4 is don't be scared of failure. One of the main reasons people are just lazy and don't do anything is because they're fear of failing. And, like, we all make mistakes, so just don't use the fear of failure to not do it. Just keep going. If you make a mistake, fine. Like, you can fix this. Just think about it. And, if you make a mistake, big deal. It's better to make mistakes than to just be all perfect, not learning anything. So just don't be scared of failure and just do it. Like, have a go at it and just stop being lazy. Like, don't be scared. Don't be scared of it. Just feel motivated. Feel confident in it. You will get there. You will not fail. Just saying, like, no, don't be scared of failure. I will pass, or whatever you do, I will achieve this goal. Just don't be scared of failure. Tip number 5 is schedule what you want to do. It's always good to have a schedule of what you want to do. Because if you're just like, I guess I should do it now. Well, no, like, it's better if it's all set out, and make sure that the schedule is flexible and manageable and achievable. And so yeah, okay, I'm going to do 5 to 10 minutes of this, and then I will do something else. 5 to 10 minutes of this. Like, take it slowly and schedule when you want to do it, because like, it's better when you know what you want to do and when you want to do it. It's always better to know, because then you're going to have a more of a clear idea of when you schedule things. So it's always good to plan ahead for the future and schedule your things. Tip number 6 is to ask yourself why you're lazy. So, why am I being like this? Is it because I can't be bothered? Is it because, like, literally, like, why are you being lazy? Like, ask yourself why you're lazy, and then answer the question yourself. So, yeah, like we talked about earlier, fear of failure. So, because you're scared of failure. And remember, like, thinking, like, you won't fail. Like, encourage yourself. And, like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you being lazy? And then you think about it and just like, yeah, that's not a good reason for why I'm lazy. Perhaps I should just do it. Like, you will think that. Just take the time to ask yourself the question, why don't I want to do this? What am I so scared of? So then knowing what you're scared of, because like the majority of times you're just going to be lazy. So majority of times you're just going to be lazy. Like, you don't even have a clear idea why. It's just like, I can't be bothered. Well, like, why can't you be bothered? Like, think about the big question there. Tip number 7 is to ask for help. So, like, don't just say, I need to do this by myself. It's okay to ask for help. Talk to your friends, talk to anyone that'll help you, or just ask anyone to help give you a push. Like, if you just start slacking off on go back to your old lazy habits, maybe that person of encouragement will just help push you back. So, like, no, do it now. So maybe having someone there, like, while you're doing it, that will help motivate you, because like sometimes you just have someone watching you do your thing, that'll motivate you to do, because like they'll just go, nah, you stay there, finish it. So yeah, just ask for help and have someone encouraging you. Tip number 8 is adapt to a healthy lifestyle. It's much easier to stop being lazy if you've adapted to a healthy lifestyle. So if you just spend all your time on the couch eating chips and drinking Coke, then like it's going to be a lot harder to get up and do it. But if you eat healthy, if you stay hydrated, if you exercise, it's going to be a lot easier, because like your health plays a major part in laziness and procrastination. So if you're in good health and like you can work out, if you can work out, then why can't you do this? Or unless the thing you're being lazy about is working out. So yeah, like and also think about like, if I can do this, then I can do this. So think about that and adapt to your healthy lifestyle. Tip number 9 is to give yourself breaks. So as I said, the best thing to do is just take it in small steps, because it's better to do it in small steps than just one big step. So give yourself a break. Take a water break. Don't just you know, just sit there all your time working hard, not getting any food or water and just staying there dehydrated. Like, take care of yourself, take a break, and yeah, you've already made good progress. Like, think about the progress you've already made, and as I said, celebrate the achievements you've made. So go on your break, celebrate the achievements you've made, and then think about, okay, I only have this much to do. Yeah, feeling motivated, because like, obviously the less you have to do, the more motivated you'll be. So, you know, that's why it's always important to do little bits at a time and take constant breaks. And tip number 10, my last tip, is to think positive thoughts, not negative thoughts. So just tell yourself, I can do it, not, I'm too lazy, I can't be bothered. No, just tell yourself, you can do this, because you can. You should believe in yourself. Positivity plays key part in this, and like, yeah, once I finish this, I can do that. And yes, think positive, and also give yourself something to look forward to. So think positively, and you will get there. Say you can get there. You will do this. So that is it for my top 10 tips on how to stop being lazy and how to stop procrastinating. I really hope you guys enjoyed and found it helpful. So like, if there's something that you need to do and it's being lazy about it and not doing it, hopefully these tips help you and inspire you. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what other types of videos you want me to do on this channel. So till next time, in my next video, I shall see you then. Goodbye.